Hey everyone, yesterday I stumbled upon a really interesting technique for recording reverb backward on the OP-1. I'll be using a field for this example, but this also works on the OG-1. And in fact, I'll be using the spring reverb just because I know that that's one that the OG-1 also has. I'm going to do a few steps here. First, I'm going to turn my drive way down. Second, I'm going to disable the effects. Then I'm going to go to the tape and I'm just going to record, let's just go here and let's just record a few sounds from the upright sample. Okay, so that's just a handful of notes and no effects aside from whatever's included with that patch. Right now I'm going to set our endpoint to where we just ended. And now I'm going to add the effects and record them in reverse. So let's go ahead and go to the mixer. And I am going to enable the effects. In this case, it's the spring effect. Going to make sure our drive is really low. Because when you record multiple layers like this, having the drive up can add a bit of distortion on accident. I'm going to hold shift and select my input and make sure it's the ear, the out in. And from here, I'm going to enable the input, switch to track 2, and you want track 2 muted. So it was already muted, but let's say it wasn't. I would want to hit shift and 2 to mute track 2. And that's because otherwise it will also record as part of the ear thing what's coming out of track 2. It doesn't create a feedback loop, but I think it does like layer the sound a little bit more and make it a little bit louder than you might intend. So we've got our input enabled, we've got it set to the right stuff, we've got our effects enabled, and we're ready to record to the track. I'm going to arm recording by hitting shift, holding shift and hitting record, and then holding shift and hitting play to play the tape backward. And so now what we have actually is a track where technically on all those keystrokes, the reverb, or on each note, the reverb should lead into the note instead of following the note. Oh, I think I may have the original track still on me. No, I don't. That's really what it sounds like. Wow. I think that's pretty neat, and I just want to give you one more example where I use the delay instead of the reverb. So let's just add in another, let's just use a different sound entirely. Let's go back to string and let's find a... Okay, yeah, let's use that. What I'll do here is I'm just going to... I'm going to record this. And again, I'm going to set my endpoint to where it just ended. I'm going to switch to a different track, make sure that track's muted. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to the mixer and I'm going to change the effects, in this case to the delay. And let's just make sure that we have, enough to actually notice. I actually might want to increase that a little bit. Okay, cool. So that is kind of what I'm looking for. Let me mute the track that we're recording to, enable our input, shift and record to arm the recording, and now I'm going to go shift and play to start recording to the tape backward with this delay enabled. Okay, and so what we get, if I go back to the beginning, I'm going to unmute track 1 and I'm going to mute track 2, which is what we originally recorded from. And now let's listen to what we just recorded. So I just realized what sounded weird there was that you had this delay going up to it and afterward, and that's because I forgot to turn off the effect on the master track. So let's listen to that again without that effect enabled. So that's what it sounds like with a reverse delay. I think I'm probably going to be using these techniques pretty often. I was having a lot of fun playing with them with soundscape type stuff and recordings from outside. And I don't know, to me, this is just kind of like a game changer. I don't know why it didn't occur to me before, but hopefully you found this interesting too. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.